Yep. Thank you, honey. There's one person on.
4 people. Babies, no. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
All right. What is going on? What's going on? Chris James, what's going on, sir? Glad to have you here. Very good, very good. Len Daniels, what's going on? Oh, from Tucson, Arizona. Nice. Mark, what's going on, man? Glad to have you here. Man, how was your week? How was your weekend? What are you guys up to going into this next week? What's cooking? What's literally cooking right now is I'm getting some Chinese food delivered. So I'm pretty pumped about that. So when the food gets here, I'll probably hop off. But we've got some time, I think, for sure. So let's see. Chris James en route to the truck stop in BC. Nice. RC, what's going on? Glad to have you here. I don't think I've seen you on here before. Thanks for joining in. Yeah. Man, I'm gonna probably put out a poll here. You've seen. Let's see here. All right. Len Daniels, what's going on? Deliver tomorrow, then home for a week or two. Nice. Enjoy the week or two. Let's see here. Dennis, what's going on, sir? Yeah, you texted me there. Yep. Hello there. That was an interesting video today. Yeah. And I feel like I didn't I did put a lot of work into the whole thing, especially the editing part, because it was just a lot of whatever. But I feel like, if you haven't already seen the video, I had some issues with my front drive shaft, which was binding up and causing a fuel decrease because it took more power to operate everything. Potentially, I saved myself from grenading more parts on my truck. But I basically took my new average range, the best I could, generalizing a lot. So nothing is an absolutes, certainly not. But that video that I put out today was just trying to give something to the effect of showing the difference that I am seeing to a certain degree of what's gone on with my fuel economy and how I know I'm saving more money. The prices are still crazy when I fill up. However, I don't need to fill up as much due to the slight but still significant increase in fuel economy. So I'm not trying to sell anybody down the river or anything here, but I have noticed a serious difference. And so if you do have 4-wheel drive on your truck, and right now you might not need it necessarily, it may be worth it to you during this time to start saving some money, significant money. So, Chris James, meeting back up with the transport bandits, dude. That's awesome. Very good. Very good. Dennis says hello there, Miss Kara. I think she's downstairs. Chase, what's going on? Just rolled into Goshen, picking up a 3-pack to Reno, Nevada. Wow, Chase. Giddy up, man. That's great. Awesome. Richard, what's going on? Hello, everyone. Thurman, hello, everyone. Dennis, I'm looking to head to Goshen on Tuesday. Nice. Yeah, Dennis, I might be there with you. I don't know. As of right now, I didn't see anything on the load board that really jumped out to me for what I need to be able, where I need to be able to go. But we will see. So I'm hoping to snag one sometime if they put ones on that came in over the weekend or whatever. Grab one tomorrow or hopefully at the latest Tuesday. But yeah, definitely trying to roll, trying to get my two trailers in a week at 400 to 500 ish miles total. I'm sorry, loaded miles for each one, but it's kind of where I'm at. Richard, are your load boards low on trailers? I believe, Richard, last I've seen, we're in the 350-ish range. 34 pages of 10 loads a piece, I guess. So definitely lower than they have been. They were much higher. Oh wow, the food is already here. That's incredible. Whoa. Okay. Hillbilly Trucker, what's going on? Mr. Tennessee, what's going on, everyone? Dennis, how do you think the ABS issue will affect us? If it doesn't, AB5. I don't know what that is. Let me look that up. What's the AB5 deal? What is that? September throughout California. Assembly Bill 5? Is that it says September 18th, 2019. Is that test handed down by the California? Distinguishing employees from independent contractors. I don't know. All right. Wow. Up to 19 folks. Awesome. Dennis, do you have any thoughts? Because I currently don't yet. That was a fast delivery. Wow. I was not ready for that. Thought it'd be a little while longer. Thurman, what's going on? He passed my CDLA Friday. Woohoo! On my way up to pick up a load. Dude, that is awesome. Congratulations on that. That is awesome, dude. Very good. Make that bigger cheese with the old CDLA. I figured she was gonna steal a good portion of my food, so yeah, she's gonna take the chicken. She's gonna take the ragoons. She's gonna.
Like an army of dogs.
I mean, we do have an army of dogs here.
I
mean, we can save them from.
What's this? Duck sauce?
Mr. Tennessee, what we eating tonight? The old General So's egg rolls. I mean, these little Chinese restaurant little forks, bless their heart. I mean, they never had a chance. I mean, this is just barely, it's not even a thing. That's yours.
I'm gonna sit here.
Ragoons right there.
I'm not going to eat any of his food.
Oh, by the way, Dennis said hi earlier.
Dennis.
Let's see here,
What's he
Jerry.
going through to visit?
I don't know if he's visiting. He's going to be going to Goshen on Tuesday. But Jerry, what's going on? I thought about the drive shaft removal before, but now thinking about it more after seeing your numbers. Thanks for sharing. Thinking about it more after seeing your numbers. Thanks for sharing your experience. Yeah, Jerry. Like I said, and I wish I would have said it a little bit more in the video, but those I didn't. Those are not hard numbers. Those are I'm now generally seeing between this and this, and it could be in between there, but I definitely am now seeing these numbers after the work has been the removal of it. And so I can't, across the board say, hard rule that you are absolutely going to be getting 2 MPG better, on every load between loaded and unloaded. I would absolutely say and stick with the fact that I am seeing a larger now I can't remember what it was. Seeing a larger jump. I think it was in the overall the unloaded. I think it was now. Now I've got it mixed up. It honestly it took me forever to edit that video. It's killing me. But with a load, it might have been on the load side. I'm seeing a bigger jump on that. I'll have to watch my video again. Whatever I said in the video is truly how I felt, and what I've seen, and the numbers are not joking. So, anyways, I'm not here to sell anybody, a bill of goods or whatever. I just that's generally where I'm at now, and I'm seeing these numbers regularly. Like I was still trying to be. I mean, I was still trying to be conservative in the fact of where I'm actually at. I've actually been above 20 MPG unloaded, decent wind, but I didn't even want to say that because like, there's no way. First of all, people probably aren't going to believe me, but those were special circumstances with the wind and the terrain, all of that. Like I've seen even better than just 19.5. So, at the top, top of the, barrel, whatever. So, yeah, I hope it helps. Maybe you try it out. You don't care for it. You think it's stupid. Knock yourself out. Get rid of it. Tell me I'm an idiot. It's cool. I get it. But I'm just like, man, I'm noticing the difference, and I'm going to leave this off until I can't afford not to, have it on there. So let's see here. Let's see here. Jim. Where did you go to school and for how long? Thanks. Which school? High school, college. I've been everywhere, I guess. I don't know. Thurman, rice and veggies with pork chops in the cooker now. Thurman, let's go, man. Very good. Let's see here. Chris James, British Columbia is beautiful. Mr. Tennessee, I love my cooker. Nice. Jim, Chris, what are you paying for fuel out there? That's a good question. Mr. Tennessee, free fuel for everyone. Sorry, I was dreaming. Oh. Dear. Nature of Photos. Hello from Todd and I. Starting a reset tonight in I don't even know how to say that word. To come carry to Camry. Wow. Okay. Went to California this week. Sorry, I'm slow. Got to reload from Phoenix to Indianapolis. Oh my word. I'm jealous. Nice. Very good. Chris James, I don't fill up in Canada. Highest I paid was $6.30. Oh my word. But I always fill up before entering Canada. Gotcha. Oh, Jim Price, that was for Thurman. Okay. I was just like, I'm confused. Yeah, I got you. For the Thurman getting his CDL. Oh, nice. Thurman, right above that, says I was grandfathered in, got my permit back in December, so no school. Boom. That's nice. Okay, here we go. Dennis talking about that AB5. It's a California bill that forces independent contractors to become employees if they provide the same service as the company that they are lease on with. Right now, it's on hold, pending hearing and ruling. Huh. Wow. That's going to be interesting. That is going to be really interesting. I would assume turning us into an employee. I mean, I don't even how. Man, I'm going to look into that. I have no idea where that would push things to go towards, but I'm assuming it would only complicate things and make things worse. I'm assuming. I got to hit one of these egg rolls, guys. She's eating my chicken. I knew it. That's why I got chicken and broccoli too. Never trust. Man. Never trust.
You learned how many years? 6 years. Oh, I don't. I'm not eating all this. I'm just setting it down over here.
I'll never see it again.
I'm not gonna eat all this. I'm not. I only like to eat part of your food. That's the thing. I feel like they give you a lot of chicken versus rice.
That's what it's supposed to be. I don't want half rice, half chicken. I want mostly chicken and some rice to go with it. No. I mean, that's just how their combo thing works, I think. Alan, what's going on? Good evening, everybody. Or he is saying, Mr. Tennessee. Dang, I'm only halfway to California right now, but I wish the rates to go up or something like that. Gotcha. I love their egg rolls here. Oh my word. The pork fried egg rolls.
The dogs, look at this. Just waiting for me to drop a piece.
Chris James, what about the decision on Friday? Are we talking about for our country that happened? Jim, Mr. Tennessee, on your Pesco, Washington run, did you go south rather than the northern route? I have not been to Washington yet, and it's been so long since I've been west, I don't even remember. At some point when I have a driver pulling my dumpsters for me, I would love to go out west as long as I've got my truck put together the way it needs to be. No, nothing sketchy, huh? Both dogs are just eyeing her for the food. They smell the chicken and everything. John, good evening from North Platte, Nebraska. Nice. Are you headed further west, John? Mr. Tennessee, fuel in the hills, and we done some stuff. Video come out soon. Nice. Dennis, trucking companies and owner operators are freaking out right now. It's just California, New Jersey, and Massachusetts. If SCOTUS upholds it, most states will jump on board. They lose billions in employment taxes from contractors. Oh man. Jim, getting my nerve up to do a Washington run. Oh man. Yeah. Each time I when I did go, at least a couple of years ago now, when I would do further out runs, out west, each time it gave me a deeper and larger reason, especially as the miles really added up on my truck. It's like, man, I don't want to be this far away and my truck go down. I don't want to be this far away in general because I love Indiana. I've lived here my whole life. I love the flatness of Indiana. That may seem weird to some people. Hills and mountains and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! I I'll watch it on the TV, but I guess it would be different. It'd be different if I wasn't pulling if I wasn't in a truck and I was just in a car, maybe I would have a different feeling about it. But going out west for hire in a truck with a trailer and then having to drive all the way back, I just had increasingly more reasons why I'm just going to fly off this road and die. I've hit a fox before. I've almost hit deer before. I've had my transmission overheat. I've had my my thermostat with my coolant completely get seized up. I'm going 5 miles an hour, in the middle of summer at 100 degrees out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, just the stuff that you're just like, oh dear, let's just make it to the next little town in 65 miles. Like, that's the stressful stuff. And I'm just like, man, I'm good. I'll pay an additional, uh, pull-in fee and take some shorter runs. I might be a not a super trucker like some other guys doing it all day long, no big deal. But I'm just like, man, it's just not worth it to me. I'm glad it's worth it to other people. You can keep those loads, make it happen. But Jim, oh wait, where am I at? John, heading to Junction City, Oregon. Okay, gotcha. Heading out to Oregon. Mr. Tennessee, sorry, sir. Jacked up a lot. John, I thought I was logged in as Holland USA. Oh, gotcha, John. Jim, I thought exactly about breaking down. Yeah. You're never going to be able to, only break down in your front driveway. I get that. But 2,200 miles, 1,800 miles away from everything, from any mechanic or anything that's, any realm of safety to alleviate the pain or, buy yourself some time or people, out there or something like. I want to put myself in the best position possible. And being that far away, especially now with other reasons, I'm just like, I'm good. I'm really good. Maybe when I buy a brand new truck, sure. I'll go out there once. No. Alan, go break down in Alaska. Alan, everybody just needs to give you a group hug, man. You got rescued. You got rescued big time. That is so great. Bandits were able to help you out with that, man. Nobody deserves to be broken down in Alaska. Oh my word. Chris James. Yes, decision for the country. Yeah. I will wait. Breakdowns far from home. Jim. Those were the ones I was thinking about. Okay. Yeah, Chris. The decision, I believe it was Friday. I got my days right. I'm a Christian. I believe God is the author of life. Killing is wrong. And I unapologetically believe that murder is wrong, shouldn't be happening, should never have been happening. And I know there's a lot of other little small things that go along with that. But as a principle, I am very grateful that millions of people are not going to be murdered. My new truck. Alan, 4,000 miles. Yep. And that was my new truck. Okay. Maybe I'll ride my bike or something. It just bring a lot of a tire pump and something else or something. But man, Mr. Tennessee, come on, Daniel. I'll run a long one to Washington or California with you. Oh man, have to clear my week, and I really do need to find somebody else to help me with my dumpsters. Before it's settled. Oh wait, what am I? Oh, Dennis. So we're supposed to hear on 624, but didn't. I think it will be a while before it's settled. Mr. Tennessee, I found some really good steak places. Okay, well, we may have to may have to make it happen then. Oh man, hard to turn down some steak. Honestly, I think I made a video about it. I found a steak place in Missouri within the last year, and I've gone there a couple times. It's a hole in the wall little nobody place off of the third beaten down path in the middle of no man's land. Just incredible. So definitely willing to go to get some good steak. Pastor Anthony, what's going on? What is going on, sir? Glad to have you here. How's it going? Dennis, I suspect Indiana would not be willing to hurt the RV industry, but who knows? I can't see transport companies moving from leased on to employee status. Yeah, I would be shocked. Based on what I just sort of researched for 2 seconds and what you said, that would be pretty intense. Chris James, I would run across country with you. Hey, at some point, if we can make it happen, make a little convoy or something, I'd love to do that. I've never, besides a couple buddies of mine who different circumstances, but they no longer live, or one of them doesn't live nearby me. But I've been a part of a convoy, if you consider 2 or 3 people a convoy. I've done that before. People who I know. But that would be neat to do that with other drivers. So when I've got a driver in place to take care of my dumpsters for me, and I can actually get away for a whole week or something, that would be neat to tell you guys, hey, I'm ready to roll. Let's plan it out if we can. That'd be really neat. Progressive Construction, what's going on? How's it going, Daniel? Hey, it's going well. My Chinese food is calling my name here, I believe. Oh, egg roll needs to be eaten. Pastor Anthony just made it home. Been in North Carolina playing with the new grandson. Hey, that's the right thing to do right there. Awesome. Very good. Dennis, the SCOTUS is the Supreme Court of the U.S. There's been various times where as soon as I've seen that, I'm like, of course I know what that is. But there's other times where it takes me a minute to to get back to that. But yeah, Jim, safety in numbers. Yeah, that is absolutely true. I think there's at least been one or two times where I'm sure I had some issues. But having somebody else there just to even run you parts if something bad happened or an extra hand to make a repair quicker, that's the way to do it. Progressive construction, yeah. Progressive construction is talking about in my dumpster rental business here locally. I got a call from a broker uh, that's nationwide, I guess, that they had a customer which ended up being a lumber liquidator store or whatever you want to call it. I think that's the actual name, but lumber liquidators, and they used me for my dumpster business. So that was I just put out that video not too long ago here the other day. So yeah. Mr. Tennessee, I'm in a small convoy right now. I got Tony and Sea Farmer with behind me. Nice, very good. Todd, what's going on? Me and Nature Nuts will also run to California or Washington. Just think of it as a really long Missouri run. There we go. Hey, if you fill up in the right places, going out far west like that, which I've done at least a handful. I've been to California 3 times, maybe. Everywhere else, maybe 5 to 10 times. That's just nearby there. That some of those states. I think I've only actually, as far as like dropping off goes, I've only dropped off one in Nevada, I think. Um, yeah. Let's see. Todd, Ram to the front, Mr. Tennessee. Mr. Tennessee, that's right, Todd. There we go. Lynn, me and Holland Paws are planning a Washington run sometime in August. Nice. Nice. Pastor Anthony, I'm game for a West Convoy run. Let's go. Blue Thunder, good evening, everyone. What's going on? The old crab rangoons. You got to just break it right down the middle. Boom. Does everybody already have a load for this upcoming week? I know we're about at the same level of trailers we were last week at this time, but it's still kind of scarce for the states that I really want to go to that are a little bit shorter. Let's see, Dennis. I'll convoy to northwest with any of you guys. Awesome. Blue Thunder, Mr. Tennessee. That Ram should be getting broke in about now, huh? Pastor Anthony, what were you all talking about concerning Supreme Court, United States, and transport drivers? So Dennis was mentioning, I believe it's AB 5, a bill in the their state Supreme Court that would change independent contractors over to employees and would drastically, change everything. So that's apparently supposed to be going to the actual Supreme Court, and they've kind of pushed it or kicked it down the road, evidently a little bit further on, which would, I guess, change quite a bit. But as far as Indiana things changing for Indiana goes. I believe Dennis was saying he didn't think that was there was much of a chance that the transport industry as a whole would change things up like that. So, where am I? I missed several things. Chase, count me in. I can haul a couple trucks back east if anyone breaks down. Chase for the win. Oh man, that would be huge if if anything happened. Hopefully it doesn't. Oh man, that would be a huge help. Man. Honestly, there really is something just knowing that getting home, obviously for however long it took to repair your stuff based on availability of parts and everything else, but just knowing you can get home to do the repairs wherever home is, I think that's just a huge win. As far as, if you did have an issue out on the road that was pretty major, having the ability to get home and not be at some mercy of some Yahoo somewhere in the middle of nowhere. You don't know. Like if you can get it back to your mechanic, I think that's a huge win. Pastor Anthony. Oh wait, I'm jumping here. Chase, count me in. Oh wait, he just said that. Pastor Anthony, I'm headed to Richmond, Virginia, to pick up, then going to Kirksville, Missouri. Huh? Never heard of Kirksville, Missouri. Very good. Mr. Tennessee, working on it blue, 17,973 right now. Nice. Man. I was just there like 30,000 miles ago myself, since I had to reset my odometer. Jim, lots of guys on here with tons of West Coast experience. Yeah. I have just barely enough to say I've been out there a handful of times each state, roughly. But I know there's, especially in like the Facebook groups, you'll see a long thread of guys just going, "Oh, here's this and here's that, and how is this?" And I mean, just a wealth of information of what to do, what not to do, and how bad things can get here or there. Before I go west again, I'm just going to put out a thing and say, "Help, I'm going west. Hit me with info." Oh man. Let's see. Todd, Mr. T, what MPG are you getting pulling some of those fifth wheels? Mr. Tennessee, Todd, right now she is getting 11. Today was 11 to 12. Arthur, what's going on? I need to get in touch with you to fix my cluster. I hit that magic number yesterday. Hey, yeah, if you want to come by Lafayette, Indiana, I'll take care of you. Let me know. Jim, met a couple that had 23. Oh, two. Right. Two 3,500 Rams dropped at same place, then towed one back. Surprised more. Don't do that. I have seen that before, but definitely uncommon, I would say. Dennis, no load yet. I'll pick a load tomorrow, probably Canada. I haven't decided yet if a Newfoundland ferry run or Northwest Canada. Nice. Jim is dropping off in Monticello, Kentucky in the morning. Oops. Mr. Tennessee, I have already done one rescue mission. I'm sure there will be more. Oh man. Dennis, I haven't done a Northwest or West Coast trip yet. Maybe it's time. We will have to see. We'll see. One thing I guess that I somewhat remember about going west is really a big factor in taking a load out west is planning out your fuel fill-ups. Because you really have potentially, I think that the margin would be pretty significant in where you fill up. If you fill up all, your main tank, your auxiliary tank at the most expensive, or if you fill up a couple different places throughout the country and diligently hunting for some of those cheaper places and just hitting it hard when you can. Um, I think that's a huge factor. I remember that being a thing that I was like just not prepared for. I was like, wait a second, I'm in Arizona and I'm getting just killed right now. Obviously, going into California would be even worse. But I remember thinking like, dude, I could have filled up way more earlier on. I'm paying this price. I'm going to be able to get to California, drop off, and then get further back, and not be, that bad off. I don't have to buy fuel in California. But I remember just thinking like, oh man, what was I thinking? I should have gotten more. And I think that's a thing, maybe for people who haven't driven out west like that or whatever. That kind of caught me off guard. I had already been driving for some time, but the differences in pricing throughout the country, and poor planning is essentially what it was. That was definitely a factor for me. Just so you guys know, I am gonna hop off here in just a few minutes. I'm gonna eat my dinner. Let's see. Pastor Anthony, Montana is awesome. I've been on Montana at least twice, I think. It's been a while. Arthur, how far is that from Goshen? Lafayette, where I live, I am 2 hours and 15 minutes away. North southwest of Goshen area. So you would take 15 down, or how I do it, or you cut over to 31 and then go 31 to 24 to 25, and then I'm literally at the end of 25 where the roundabout is, I guess. But yeah, 2 hours 15 minutes, 121 miles. But who's counting? Lynn, I love doing runs to New Mexico and Arizona. Oh, wow. Nature.photos. We got to take a travel trailer to Montana 2 weeks ago for a photo shoot. Whoa. Wow. Robert, what's going on? What's the odds of Synergy hiring someone just trying to get started with no experience hauling campers? I have a CDL. The reason I ask everyone I look at says at least 1 year experience to work. Robert, I would just say this. Even if somebody says that their requirements are 1 year, 2 year, 6 months, whatever it is, I would still call. Depending on the season, there's a pretty good chance you'll still get hired. If you're a CDLA driver, if you have that license, I think there's a much higher chance you will get hired, because there's still loads on the load board oftentimes that are only CDL loads, for at least certain states and stuff like that. So I would say with having that CDL, you're at a much more likelier chance. But the time of the year, we're going into the July shutdown. There's been already some people who have said that it's actually a 4-week long shutdown rather than just a 2 at the manufacturers. I can't confirm that, but I'm assuming that's true. So maybe right now might be a much harder time with no experience, because they're thinking we're losing drivers anyways, probably going into this kind of a thing. Because during this time, drivers hop all over the place to try to stay loaded, when everyone's ultimately going to be experiencing the same level of drop off, because trailers go out, trailers aren't coming in necessarily as fast as they're going out. So to that thought, it's worth a shot. Definitely worth a shot. This might be a less of a shot, based only on the time of the year, going into July and whatnot. Because because there's just not as much of a demand at the moment, or there will be very soon. But having that CDLA, I think that definitely puts you in a different category. So I would reach out and lead with that. I have a CDLA. I'm willing to go wherever you need me to go. I think that may be an option for you. Chris James, I love Montana. Iceman, I fell up at Oklahoma City, Grand Island, Nebraska, Fargo. Can normally go Washington or California and back. Saves a lot of fuel cost. I have two. He has two auxiliary tanks. Not messing around. Nice. Pastor Anthony, Chris James, are you still out west? Mr. Tennessee, Chris, I went through there a couple days ago. That is a very nice place. Chris James, to Anthony, yes. Also have to take care of the thing this week. Whatever the thing is. We don't know. Mr. Tennessee, never buy fuel in California. Yeah. No thanks. No thanks. Phew. That was back several dollars ago when I was there. Nature Nut Photos. If you hear fire trucks, don't worry. It's for us. The salsa at the Powwow restaurant in New Mexico is fire. Oh, my word. Stay alive, guys. Oh, my word. Chris James, heard that Synergy has 2,200 that needs shuttled this week, but that's what I hear. Wow. So maybe the part shortages have gotten cleaned up. Oh dear. That would be great. Send me all the Missouris you got. Go around St. Louis because that's the perfect mileage, time, and direction for me. Pastor Anthony, okay. Everyone be safe. Yep. I'm going to hop off here, guys. Appreciate you. I've been trying to time it out to where I'm getting home earlier from church. Not doing as much things afterwards. And then I'm able to do kind of a longer one, but longer live, but hasn't really happened much more recently. And this food's starting to get cold. So instead of throwing this food in my face while you watch, I'm going to spare you, all 37 of you. Appreciate you. Be safe out on the road, guys. Be careful. Be diligent. Find that cheapest fuel, however much of a monstrosity that it is these days. It's crazy. Be careful. Take the time, check in your units or inspect them before you leave. Do what you got to do. It's not worth it. Don't risk your life. We'll catch you later. Be safe and have a good one.